2026 Horizon Science Academy Toledo Commencement Ceremony. I'm Emily Cable, the Assistant Principal of School Culture at Horizon Science Academy Toledo, and your Master of Ceremonies for tonight. I am delighted to be here to celebrate this momentous occasion with all of you, family, friends, fellow staff, HSAT alumni, and especially our graduates. Before we begin, let me encourage everyone to be present and please be more-tastic. Demonstrate responsible behavior, turn off those cell phones and alarms, show outstanding attitude, and refrain from excessive talking during the ceremony. Achieve greatness by being the loudest in the room for your graduate, and respect everyone. While the graduates are being presented, we do encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering, but please be respectful of the ceremony. There is a live stream that's going on that you can access later, so if you're standing, you may be blocking the live stream. And stay in your seated areas for that. All right, go Jaguars, Jaguars. Oh, come on. I see so many alumni here that know the student news and know our whole saying. We're gonna do it again. Teachers and students, we need to teach our family members when we say go Jaguars, Jaguars. Okay, all together now. Go Jaguars, Jaguars. Thank you, much better. Without further delay, would you please stand to welcome the graduating class of 2026. Following the procession of graduates, please remain standing for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. Graduates.
Yep, switch. This just moves or does it lock? This is your unlock. Twist it up. Find a good spot. Perfect. So when you're ready to walk back, it's right. And then you're just well done. There you go. Man, they're really slow today. They're much taller than I thought. I didn't get the closing graphic. Oh, she's got to switch. Switch.
Banner performed by the Horizon Science Academy Toledo Band, led by Miss Childress and Miss W.
I'm gonna go switch the camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dedicated faculty and staff, proud families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Good evening and welcome to this unforgettable celebration as we honor the Horizon Science Academy Toledo class of 2026. Tonight is more than a ceremony. It is the celebration of perseverance, growth, achievement, and the journey that has brought each graduate to this important milestone. We gather together with pride and gratitude to recognize the accomplishments of an extraordinary group of students who have worked hard, overcome challenges, and prepared themselves for the future ahead. First, I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to our teachers and staff. Your dedication, patience, commitment have shaped the lives of our students in countless ways. You have challenged them to think critically, encouraged them to dream boldly, and supported them every step of the way. This evening would not be possible without our tireless efforts, and we thank you for the lasting impact you continue to make each day. To our parents, guardians, and families, thank you for your unwavering love, support, and partnership. You have sacrificed, encouraged, motivated, and stood beside these graduates through every success and every obstacle. Your partnership with our school community has helped make this moment possible, and tonight we celebrate you as well. And now to the class of 2026. Congratulations. You have reached this milestone through determination, resilience, and hard work. Along the way, you have created memories, formed friendships, discovered your strengths, and learned valuable lessons that will guide you throughout the rest of your life. You have demonstrated what it means to persevere, to adapt, and to strive for excellence. As Jaguars, you have represented our school and our core values with pride. Roar, responsible behavior, outstanding attitude, come on seniors, achieve greatness, and respect everyone. These values will continue to serve as a foundation for your success wherever life takes you. Jaguars for life, remember that. Graduates, as you step into the next chapter, whether that includes college, careers, military service, or other opportunities, remember that success is not measured only by accomplishments, but also by character, compassion, and the difference you make in the lives of others. Continue to dream big, work hard, and believe in yourselves. Tonight is also a reminder that none of us achieve success alone. Each graduate seated before us has been supported by teachers, families, friends, mentors, and a community that believes in their potential. Let us take a moment to recognize and thank everyone who helped make this event and this journey a reality for the class of 2026. To all who organized, prepared, and worked behind the scenes to make this celebration special, thank you for your dedication and service. Class of 2026, we are incredibly proud of you. Your future is bright, your possibilities are endless, and your story is only just beginning. Congratulations once again, and may you continue to roar with confidence, purpose, and greatness. Thank you, and enjoy this special evening.
Should be coming that way. That's the only stairs.
All right, and now I'd like to introduce the 2026 salutatorian, Ms. Shariah Bannister.
Good evening, administrators, teachers, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. For those of you who don't know me, I'm honored to stand here as your salutatorian, which basically means I worked really hard and I'm truly grateful and honored to be standing here today. And when I say this, I'm not saying you didn't work hard, but I'm just saying I worked just a little bit harder.
I'm trying to get a slow turn.
Standing here feels surreal, especially because my journey here didn't start at Horizon Science Academy. I transferred from Central Catholic High School, and coming into a new school in 11th grade was honestly a challenge. Everyone already had their groups, their routines, and I was just trying to find my place without looking completely lost. But over time, Horizon became more than just a new school to me. It became a place where I grew. I found new friendships, connected with teachers, and started to feel like I truly belong. Being part of CYSP during my junior year also played a big role in that. It pushed me out of my comfort zone, helped me meet new people, and showed me that I was capable of more than I thought. When we first walked into high school, we were all different versions of ourselves. Some confident, some nervous, some just trying to find the right classroom. And somehow, we really thought we would never figure out locker combinations. Fast forward to now, and we've learned how to survive exams, projects, and the emotional roller coaster known as group work. Let's be honest, high school was not easy. We balanced classes, homework, tests, extracurriculars, and still find time to procrastinate like it was part of our daily routine. We learned life skills like writing essays the night before they're due, checking our grades over and over, hoping they change, and looking extremely focused when the teacher walked by, even when we had no idea what was going on. And group projects. Somehow, every group had one person doing everything, one person confused, and one person who just disappeared. At Horizon Science Academy, we didn't just learn science and math, we experienced it. We went through labs, projects, and lessons that challenged us to think differently. And even when things felt overwhelming, we kept going, because the journey wasn't perfect. There were moments when we felt stressed, tired, or unsure of ourselves. Moments when quitting seemed easier than continuing, but we didn't quit. We showed up, we pushed through, and we made it. That perseverance is what defines this class. To our teachers and staff, thank you for your patience, your dedication, and for believing in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you for staying after school, answering endless questions, and reminding us that we were capable of more. To our families, thank you for your sacrifices, encouragement, and support you gave us behind the scenes. For the rides, the reminders, and for listening to us say, I have so much homework, even when we're on our phones the whole entire time. You've been a huge part of this journey, and to the class of 2026. Look at us. Some of us have been here from the beginning, and some of us like me joined along the way, but no matter how we got here, we all made it to this moment together. We survived the early mornings, the long nights, the stress, and everything in between. Each of us is walking away with something different. Different goals, different dreams, and different paths ahead. Some of us know exactly what's next, and some of us know, and some of us still figuring it out, and that's okay. What matters is that we move forward with confidence. Confidence in what we've learned, confidence in what we've overcome, and confidence in who we are becoming. As we step into this next chapter, let's carry with us the resilience we built here. Let's be brave enough to take risks, strong enough to keep going when things get hard, and kind enough to support each other along the way. So as you're not the end of high school, it's the beginning of everything we've been working toward. So class of 2026, be proud of yourself. You've earned this moment. Congratulations, class of 2026. You did it. Thank you.
All right. It is with great pleasure and pride that I bring to you this year's valedictorian. Everyone give a big round of applause for Demario Johnson.
That was incredible. All right, so I was on the stage for the first time. Thank you, Tilly. All right, so I was on the stage for the first time about like 6 or 7 years ago for our school's 2019 talent show. Some of y'all might remember it. It was this dance routine to the song Bad Guy from 2019. Yeah, y'all remember that. I was 11 years old when I had that pit of nervousness in my stomach, and I still, at the ripe age of 18, have that same pit in my stomach. So without further ado, good evening, everyone. Good evening, associates. Good evening, friends and family. Thank you all for coming to the Horizon Science Academy Toledo 2026 graduation ceremony. It is an honor to stand before you all today as this year's valedictorian. Class of 2026, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Because 4 years ago today, we walked into Horizon as completely different people, and now we are officially not those kids anymore. Before I bore you with my plethora of words, I'd like to say a couple quick thank yous. Thank you, Horizon staff and community. Thank you, friends. Thank you, mom and dad. Infinite thank yous to God for his wisdom and protective hand that has given me in that series, the strength throughout this messy journey of this high school. And a very special thank you to my grandmother sitting in the crowd today. Judith Miller White, you've always been there for me. Not to say that you all haven't been there for me, but that lady right there, she's special. Thank you for always reminding me that I am and have always been capable of change. And if anyone in this room has ever thought that they are not capable of change, just know that you are wrong, because we are all capable of change. I've seen change happen many times throughout my time here at the school. I've seen our art program go from just one class to several multimedia programs, thanks to Mr. Starker there. I've seen my peers form friendships from just one conversation, and then I've seen drama destroy some of those friendships, but I've also seen time heal those relationships and build it back stronger like fine armor. Even our pizza has changed. How else do you think we got to the one and only Bambino's Pizza, everyone? It's through change. Change has constantly been moving through this school since forever. To go even further from high school, though, I want to take it back to elementary school. I was introduced to the greatest piece of literature that established a basic concept of change to me, which is the very hungry caterpillar. Whenever I couldn't take a nap during preschool, my teacher would play this story and I'd fall asleep every single time. To make a long story short, caterpillar hungry, caterpillar eat everything it sees, then caterpillar get big and
At the end of the speech, you have to come back this quick because I'm directly.
But then the caterpillar cocoons and turns into a
regardless
big,
of signing
beautiful
with you,
butterfly.
I have to move it tomorrow running. So
I see every single one of us in this front row as part of this story, not the big and hungry part.
So when everybody starts clapping.
yes, but I'm gonna film the scenes right now. Like, I'm
I
gonna
think
turn.
we did get very
So let's
hungry
film
and
our
tired
faces.
these 4 years, but we kept moving
You
anyway.
wanna switch it?
Constantly growing, constantly changing, and cocooning ourselves into the students, workers, and leaders that we were always meant to be. It is important to note that we all didn't enter this journey at the same time, however. Some of us joined last year. Some of us have been here since the very beginning, and that difference and variety is what I loved about this school. Even though we all started differently and we might have different goals, we finished with the same finished product. A masterwork of butterflies whose wings are prepared to brave what this world has in store for us. And I know we can do it. We've endured battles that should have tore us apart, but only toughened us like fine iron. And to some of those caterpillars who aren't sitting with us here right now, I miss you so much. Behind every single one of us is someone who helped us become who we are today. That brings me to the people who made this transformation possible, which are our teachers. Despite the occasional merit loss or the awkward graduation progress meetings, you taught us something that is crucial and that we often take for granted, which is the ability to think and question. You taught us to push, and you pushed us truly to understand, even when we didn't understand the first, second, or even third time. You guys found potential in us and made sure to stick by us, making sure that even though we might be a little bit dismissive at times, you still showed up. Thank you, and a million more thank yous for being so patient, persistent, and pushing us to be better than we ever thought we could be. I could never ask for a better set of teachers. And our families, especially the parents. There are no amount of words to describe what you've done, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones who we come home to. Oh, God. 1 second. I'm trying. Really? Okay. Family is so important, and you never know how much you value them until you convince yourself that you are all alone. I want everyone to give a round of applause for the families here in this audience right now. To recognize the parents and guardians in this audience who showed up not just today, but consistently. The ones who actually made sure that their kids felt seen, valued, and supported. The ones who always chose patience over control and understanding over judgment. You matter more than you probably hear, and your impact is sitting with us right here with these graduates. And to the family members who chose not to be a part of these awesome graduates' lives, you really missed out. Because these are some of the most creative and outspoken and smartest people that I ever met. Shoot. And whether you supported them or not, they still made it here. And that says a lot. So now what? We've talked about change, we've lived through it, and now it's time for the part that no one can ever truly prepare us for, and that is what we do next. And the truth is, walking across this stage isn't even the finish line. It is the start of our next Caterpillar race. We are stepping into a world that is unpredictable and fast and just frustrating. And that nervous feeling that I was talking about at the beginning, the one about the pit in your stomach, oh, these are loud. Anyways, turns out it just doesn't go away. Or maybe we aren't meant to get rid of that feeling. Because that nervous pit is a reminder that what we're doing is important, and that is healing the world in a sense, because you don't see this often, especially not in real time. Do not run away from change, you guys. Be the reason change is happening. Be the person who takes risks even when it's uncomfortable. Be the person who speaks up even when your voice shakes. Be the person who keeps growing even after the world tells you that you are done, because you are not done. And we did not come this far to just stay the same. And as we leave here today, we carry more than just diplomas. We carry our experiences, our lessons, our failures, and our growth. We carry every late assignment, every merit, every laugh in the hallway, and every moment that shaped us into who we are right now. So wherever life takes us, whether that be college or the military or new cities or new careers, please remember this. We all started as caterpillars, and now we've transformed into high-flying butterflies. So now let's go out and become the best versions of ourselves. Thank you.
I have to follow that.
No. Take this back down to cable. Gotta unlock it. That was terrifying.
That was in the script.
Was it? Where? Okay. Well, when that's done, I'm gonna go on the stage with the speaker. So far, it's been smooth. I don't
Yeah, besides your zoom in moment.
I just didn't expect that.
Oh yeah, this was smooth even though we didn't expect it, but when you expected it, you were over there. When you tried to do that little smooth
It was
zoom
so bad. I tried so bad.
in, you might want to go back and look at that.
I don't want to. I knew it was bad. You can't do it with these cameras.
Yeah, where did it go?
Get like a comment. She needs a light. She needs a light. Give her a light. There it is.
Thank you, Ms. Childress and Ms. W. We love you. Tonight's keynote speaker is Mylika. She is a former student. Mylika is a proud 2019 alumna from Horizon Science Academy Toledo, who is both honored and pleased to return home as the 2026 commencement ceremony key speaker. Since graduating, Mylika has dedicated herself to growth, faith, leadership, and continuing her education. She is the first generation HBCU college graduate where she earned her bachelor's degree in biology at the Alabama A&M University at Normal, Alabama. She is also a proud member of the finest sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, where she surrounded her actions on sorority principles, scholarship, service, sisterhood, and finer womanhood. Since graduating, she has successfully completed a CNA licensure and has begun work in the healthcare field, and will be continuing her education and registered nursing program in the fall. Mylika is known for her heart for people, passion for service, and ability to encourage others. Today, she hopes to remind graduates that they are all capable of achieving anything they set their minds to. She believes that no matter where you start, with faith, discipline, education, and perseverance, you can create a bigger, better future than you've ever imagined. Mylika?
Good evening, everyone. Hey. I can do better than that. Good evening. To the administration, faculty, staff, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, the amazing class of 2026 of Horizon Science Academy Toledo, congratulations. I would like to express express how honored I am to have been chosen to come back today as this year's graduation keynote speaker. Standing here tonight is honestly surreal. I graduated from this very school in 2019, and to now come back and speak to you all is something I will never take for granted. This school helped shape me, challenge me, and introduce me to people who became family. So first, I want to thank God, my family, and the wonderful staff members here who poured into me when I needed guidance, encouragement, and support. There were moments I felt overwhelmed, moments I questioned myself, moments I wondered if I was enough. But God kept me, my family grounded me, and this very school kept believing in me. And now look at us. Class of 2026, this is your moment. Now graduates, I want to talk to you today not just as a speaker, but as someone who has walked some of the same halls, faced some of the same doubts, dreamed some of the same dreams. I need everyone to take a good look around, look at your classmates, your friends, the people who stayed up late studying, stressing over assignments, rushing to finish last minute projects, and somehow you still made it here. Go ahead, look around, get a good look, take it all in. Y'all did that, y'all did y'all big one. And I know some of you guys are sitting there acting calm, but inside you're probably thinking, wait, what happens now? And honestly, this feeling is completely normal. Because graduation is exciting, it can also feel scary. For some of you, this is the beginning of college. For others, it's a trade school, entrepreneurship, the military, taking a gap year, or simply trying to figure out life one step at a time. And let me tell you something important. We live in a world where people constantly compare timelines. Social media will have you thinking by 22, you should have your own house, be married, have 6 streams of income, and somehow still find the time to be a fitness influencer. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to remember why I walked into the kitchen. And that's okay. One thing I've learned since graduating is that success is not a race. Your timeline is your timeline. Don't let the internet pressure you into believing that you're behind in life. As the TikTok sound says, everybody want to be a billionaire by 25. But let's be real. Life does not work like a 15-second video clip. Growth, healing, and learning all takes time. And purpose definitely takes time. But hear me when I say this. Your life has a purpose. Every single person in this room was created intentionally. You are not here by accident. There's something attached to your name, your gifts, your voice, your experiences, and your journey that this world needs. Sometimes we think purpose only means becoming rich and famous, but purpose can also mean being a first-generation graduate. Purpose can mean becoming a nurse that comforts someone during their worst day, the teacher that changes a child's confidence, and the leader that impacts the people around them. Never underestimate the power of your existence. Now let's talk about something that's going to shape your future in a major way, staying educated. Now when I say staying educated, I don't only mean college. Education is bigger than a classroom. Education means never stopping your growth. Whether you go to college, learn a trade, start a business, become certified in a field, or simply just learning a new skill, keep feeding your mind. Never become too comfortable with not knowing, because knowledge changes lives. And let me say this for the people in the back. You're never too young or too old to learn something new. It's okay to start over, but it's never okay to give up on
During the
yourself.
whole senior
Education is not just a place,
stay on my camera
it's a
too over here.
mindset.
And
And that
then
right
when
there,
cable gets
that
back up,
mindset
it's
will
there for
open
basically the
doors
rest of the
that
night
nothing
until they
else
leave.
can. I know sometimes we think we have to have it figured out immediately after graduation, but the truth is, like I said, most adults are still figuring it out. I know that may not be comforting, but it's the truth. Life is a series of milestones, and tonight is not the finish line, it's your foundation. Today is the first of many firsts that will shape your life.
You're gonna want that.
Your first apartment, your first career, your first major accomplishment, your first big failure, your comeback story, your future families, and your dreams becoming a reality. And yes, there will be setbacks. There will be days you feel discouraged. There will be moments where you question yourself. But don't quit during the temporary season of discomfort. Some of the strongest people you admire today once felt lost too. The difference between them and the truly believe that faith matters the most in these moments. One of my favorite reminders is a scripture from Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This verse reminds me that even when life feels uncertain, to keep the same faith as if it is. So when life gets confusing, keep that same faith. When doors close, keep that same faith. When plans doesn't go exactly how you imagine, keep that same faith. Because sometimes the detour becomes your biggest blessing. And graduates, remember this. Do not measure your worth by likes, followers, money, or comparison. Life after graduation, as I said, is exciting and scary, but you need to remember this. Your future is always bigger and brighter than your fear. You're special before your success. You're worthy before your achievement. You matter before any recognition. And before I leave the stage, I want the class of 2026 to participate in some affirmations. I want you to take that with you from today. So I'm going to say it and you're going to repeat after me.
My battery's at 30% already.
My future is bright.
Other camera's
I have a
battery's at 30%.
purpose. I will keep growing. Okay. And again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. Thank you for allowing me to come home and share this moment with you. I'm beyond honored, grateful, and blessed. And no matter where life takes you after tonight, never forget your story is still being written. Thank you.
Just get ready for the switch for the video.
All right, thank you, Malika. And now we present our cast of characters, the graduating class of 2026. Roll the clip. It's time. The reasons we are all gathered here, the conferring of the diplomas to the graduates, as as a reminder, please stay in your seating area during the presentation. Please remember the live stream that is taking place. Seniors, line up.
Bring that one down.
That's what I'm about to do.
Okay. Because I gotta move still. Mine's not set the way I want it. There you go. Switch.
Family, are you ready? You sure? I'm ready. Our salutatorian, Shariah Bannister. Patience Bay. Cassidy Camp. Douglas Cole, the third. Kennedy Dunnican. Kamaria Harrell. Kayla Jennison. Maya Jennison. Our valedictorian, Demario Johnson. Gage LaPointe. Talon Logan. Damar Nash. Amari Robinson. Kiana Ross. Kylie Schuler. laughs with, your struggles with, and now your glow-ups. Years from now, somebody's gonna say, remember back in school when, and the stories are gonna start all over again. Class of 2026, walk into your future with confidence, be humble enough to learn, strong enough to keep going, and bold enough to dream bigger than where you started. Remember to roar louder than the noise around you. Roar louder than your doubts. Roar more courageously than you ever have before. Go Jaguars! Please take your tassel from the right side and move it to the left. This concludes our commencement ceremony. We ask that the guests remain seated until our graduates have completely recessed out into the congregation area and your row is released. Thank you for coming and have a great evening.